want to shift the focus here to the investment side. These guys are investors. They're doing it every single day. So what makes you guys different from the other house flipping investor groups out there?
Sure. That's a great question. We really try to be team-minded, and we want to help other people. Like Brandon said earlier, Simple House Solutions is about helping other people. And for those buyers, those investor buyers, we have a couple different programs where we can help them buy properties to flip, where we can take a property that we might have under contract, offer it to them, and basically walk them through the whole rehab process. Brandon will go through, put together the scope of work with them, work with the GCs, work with the contractors.
So you're saying, you may have already found a house. You're like, oh, I love this house. We're going to go buy this and make some money on it. And then an investor comes to you, or you've got a pool of investors kind of waiting, and you're like, I'm going to do the scouting. I'm going to find this house, and then I'm going to give you the deal.
Correct. Yeah, we'll have an investor that we've already been building rapport with, talking with. We know what they're looking for, and this might be a deal that maybe we're just too busy for. We want to go ahead and help them out, get them started on their journey. So we can go ahead and just offer it to them, and then Brandon will help them out with the scope of work, with the contractors, exactly what to do to get that final end value. I think that's where we see a lot of investors go wrong. They don't know exactly what to do to the property to hit end value, or sometimes they run out of money on the meantime, and they're just having to patchwork it together at the end, so they fall short. Right. So we really are there, every step of the way for them, and that's another one of our ways. In addition to, we do have programs for that they could get a basically turnkey rental property. Just like we're building our portfolio of rentals, we help people build their portfolio of rental properties as well. In that case, the property is already finished. There's a tenant in place. Property management company is already in place managing the property for them. So it's very easy, very hands-off, passive investment for them. Just to give people a little bit of an insight on how that works, as soon as we have a deal locked up from our acquisitions team, we basically do a quick rundown deal sheet of that property. We send it out to our pool of private lenders. They look at it. They look at our comps. They value it themselves. And they throw out a number. Great, we'll lend $90,000 on this deal, or 80, whatever the number is, and we have terms, worked out with all the different lenders. But that's another way people are involved with real estate. They're making a good return, passive return, and they don't really have to get their hands dirty, as in a rental or another.
So property. I'm an investor. Quickly, I want to spend 1 minute on this, and I want to get to this part. I'm an investor, and I'm like, I got money. I got good credit. I just don't know how to get in that game. But let me call you guys. What do they need to do? What can they expect when they call you?
First question we're going to ask you is, Andy, what's your why? What's your goal? Where do you want to be?
Okay. I want to be, honestly, I want to buy 10 rental properties that are single family residents, and then I want to go and roll up in 10 years and be able to buy an apartment, a small apartment complex.
That's an awesome goal. Next question is, how much money do you have?
Okay, so let's say with you guys, I have $100,000.
Okay, that's a good place to start, because we believe you have to diversify in real estate. I mean, yes, we own commercial, we own single family, but we also lend money as well. So you want to put your money to work in many different ways. And so we believe some people diversify in the stock market, we diversify in real estate. So someone like that, we might have you start with maybe one rental property, right. But we want to take that money and actively flip it so that you're actually getting more and more income, so that you can pump up some flips, and then you want to drop some money into a long-term buy and hold.
So I understand. I got $100,000 to give to you. Go, okay, maybe we'll start with increasing that capital. Let's go ahead and do a couple of flips first.
Correct. Yes.
Turn that 100 into 150 or whatever it can be.
Correct.
And then let's go ahead and use that and buy. Now, do you guys encourage them to buy rentals cash, or to leverage that 150 or 200 grand into maybe 3 or 4 rental properties?
Leverage all day long and call you, Andy.
There it is. Now, come on. How hard did I have to fish for that?
With rates at the historical low, interest rates you're looking at now, there's no reason why people shouldn't be leveraging.
It's basically free money.
It is free money.
It's crazy.